welcome everyone. I'm Pallavi Kulkarni. Thank you for joining us on our interview. We are excited to discuss a crucial topic, that is how can Indian K-12 schools foster entrepreneurial mindset in young learners. We'll explore on how schools can nurture creativity, innovation and entrepreneurial thinking in the next generation. To share insights and valuable thoughts on this topic, we have an esteemed educator with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Manorama Kalluri, founder and chairperson of Vidyasagar Education Trust and promoter of Silicon Valley School with us today. With over 30 years in education, she is committed to making quality learning accessible to all. Dr. Manorama holds Masters in Economics, Diploma in Pre-Primary and Montessori Education, Doctors in Literature, and she is a certified storyteller. She is recognized with multiple awards and she is also a passionate about shaping future generations. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So with that, we'll start our first question to you. So what do you think about current education system that is contributing towards entrepreneurship education in K-12 section?
That's a very good question for the start. Actually, much before this NEP, which now we are talking so much about,
Yes.
and which is already, some states have already implemented. Much before that, I think even from my childhood, like schools have been integrating entrepreneurship in their syllabus and curriculum.
Okay.
Only now we are talking more about it.
Yes.
That's what I feel. So now if you see, not only because of NEP, even otherwise, already in the schools have integrated the entrepreneurship subject, the concepts of entrepreneurship in the various subjects already, like for example in humanities subjects,
Okay.
they have integrated business studies, financial literacy and marketing, and at the same time they encourage children to think innovatively, creatively, and they also, especially in my school also, for example, if I have to say, we have got various programs throughout the year, like product launch, and the children make their own prototype and they display it for competitions, and we have also encouraged them to monetize them.
Yes.
Okay, so they are already into that, and we are specializing in eco-friendly products and environment-friendly products. The children approach the grassroots level, they help the artisans, and we have made them to help them with this digitization process also. Because when you go to the villages and the local artisans,
Yes.
they are not much aware of technology and all.
True.
So whereas our kids, they are already learning about robotics, AI, coding and all. How these things can be integrated, the cutting edge technologies can be integrated for the further, for them to start a startup, establish a startup and become a successful entrepreneur. The schools are doing a fantastic job, I can say.
That's a great answer, ma'am. So my next question to you is that a lot of students are very much interested in choosing entrepreneurship as a career option, but they will have a lot of hiccups. And how these discouragements can be eradicated? May it be financial support, family support. So how can schools play a vital role in supporting these students who want to take entrepreneurship as a serious career?
See, first of all, as I told you earlier, when the children are encouraged to participate in various programs,
Yes.
which in the academic calendar, which the school has already put across, that itself is an encouragement for the students. The
Yes.
main hurdle might come in the form of the parents when they have a mindset where the children have to choose a particular profession.
True.
Somehow this entrepreneurship is something which comes in the last.
True.
Okay, but now there are a lot of people are hearing a lot about it.
Yes.
And what I see is that the bank people are also coming around. They want to showcase their products in the school. The companies are coming, like the software companies and other companies. They want to take some interest, like to create awareness in the students. And when these sort of things are happening in the school environment, the parents are also getting to know, and we also invite the parents to
That's
these
great.
exhibitions and food carnivals and these sort of things, competitions, and showcase the children, like whenever they get a prize, award and all. So when such things are happening, the parents also are getting interested. They're now, what is happening is that the startup, it's something like a revolution of startup.
Yes.
It's an explosion of startup,
Yes.
especially in Bangalore.
Yes, very true.
Yeah, so that is really a boost.
Yes.
So the parents are aware that children can do well. Unfortunately, this generation, or what we call Gen X or Gen Z or whatever you
Gen
call,
Z, yes.
Gen Z or whatever you call, they are very smart. They catch things very easily.
Yes.
So the early the better.
True.
Okay, that the same thing applies for the parents also.
True.
So we are creating, the schools are creating an environment in the school level, at the secondary level, even below that, okay, and encourage the students to come out creatively and also think about problem solving, critical thinking. For all this, the teachers are given training and they are mentoring these students.
Right.
You see, like, knowing everything is okay, but to initiate, to start something, there is that, what we call that starting term, that spark.
Yes.
That spark has to come in the child. So that is where we have to handhold them. They have got lots of ideas. Okay, so putting all these together is
Yeah.
what we can make a successful entrepreneur.
So I have an add-on question to this. So you mentioned that you have a lot of exhibitions and carnivals in the school where everyone is welcomed. So my question is that entrepreneurship is not limited to only having a software company or e-commerce or
No.
nothing like that.
No.
It's got a variety of
Yes.
avenues there.
Yes.
So we have a lot of things to do, like fashion industry, food industry, connecting with art and culture. So parents somewhere take a step behind when they think that their son or daughter wants to cook something. Later on it's called as being a chef or being a designer, but starting, everyone is very much scared to step into that arena. So how do you bring in awareness for students and parents? Because not every student wants to have a robotics business, or not everyone wants to have an e-commerce or a trading business. So how do you fill this gap in, even for students to that matter? So how do you balance that out?
In the first place, as I told you, like when we go to the ground level, for example, in the Ganesha season, okay?
Yes.
This is a very simple example I am telling. So we get the clay and the children themselves make, eco-friendly Ganeshas, and they are monetizing. They are actually selling them to the parents and to the public. They are marketing them. Okay, there is some sort of business going on there. The same thing happens when we are talking about, thrift selling,
Yes.
recycling.
Yes.
These sort of activities, the children know that that is a very attractive thing. That is, earning money. Okay, that's a basic thing. So the interest we are creating in the students. But when it comes to the parents, right, we need to have a lot of counseling sessions with them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that starts right from the 8th grade itself, preparing the parents also. See, the main idea for the parents is that a child is more successful if he goes into a particular field. Monetarily, that is what, anything monetarily successful is success.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the catch. That's the thing which
Yes.
which
Very
makes
true.
them to pull the child back.
Yes.
Is it not? But then there are other things also involved which we make them aware of. The child's interest.
Yes.
the child's creativity.
A lot of professions are still considered unconventional.
Unconventional.
And they're considered that okay, this is just to do it as a passion or a hobby,
Yes,
and not
yes.
it's not a bread and butter giver
Yeah,
for us.
it can be done. For example, let us talk about hairdressing.
Yes.
Okay, hairdressing can be a profession on its own,
Yes.
and they do earn very well.
True, ma. True.
Okay, is it not?
Yes.
So this anybody can learn.
Yes.
Okay, now what we call it as fashion designing is a very comprehensive term, right?
Yes.
But the children have a lot of creativity, and if they know the skill, okay, or let us talk about interior designing, it all
Yes.
can be done at the grassroots level. Okay, that can be a bigger profession at a later stage.
Yes.
Okay, only thing is that I feel that we are still in the diploma level only. For all these professions also, if a degree is attached,
Yes.
something high sounding is attached.
Yes.
Okay, and a businessman, a businessman who is earning in crores or who is very successful only is respected. Okay, even a small businessman also should be respected. No, it has to carry that dignity and that respect.
Yes, yes.
It has got so many things involved. So all these things are taught in the school itself. Everything matters. How you groom yourself, how you communicate. Okay, how you even communicate what you, so if you have done something, you have created something. How do you put it across to the people whom you want to
Right.
be the clients of your or the customers of your product? All these things also matter. The personality development.
Yes.
All these things are done in the school. This is what we make the parents aware of. Business means not just profit and loss. Use bring some capital, start a business, and do some marketing. It's not like that. Okay, and the thing what we call it as AI technology and all these things, that is something we can say something advanced level or a higher level.
Yes.
Okay, so even in smaller things also we can include that.
True.
The best example is that we are paying digital money now, right?
Yes.
Even a peanut vendor on the
Yes.
streets also is using
Very true, yes.
Google Pay and all.
Yes,
That means
very true.
we are aware of technology.
True.
So how we use, where we use, how these children can make use of them for their various creativity or what they want to innovate, their ideas. We need to give a platform. So that platform, if we get the cooperation from the parents, what else? I think we can go anywhere. So that is what we have a lot of counseling sessions that every school is having nowadays. And NEP has been really exposing all these things about, many parents are aware of. I think so all educated parents are definitely aware of all these things.
That's great, ma'am. So with that, my question is that now market is very huge. How important in this huge market and rapidly changing market for students to think beyond traditional career paths and explore entrepreneurial ventures from an early age, so that not every student will have an awareness of multiple things that are available now. A lot of students will think that okay, now once I step out of the college, I might become an engineer, doctor, or a teacher, like whatever they see in their daily life. So beyond that, how do school make them awareness, create that awareness that okay, this is not just about doctor, engineer, and anything else that is in mainstream. So how can school bring that seed of creativity?
So one thing is that, as I said earlier, the traditional career counseling, every school adopts in the high school. That is one thing, it's always there. And what my opinion is, the child has to start observing life itself on daily basis. There are so many challenges when you just look around. Probably you might see your grandmother who has difficulty in walking. Probably she might need a prosthetic or something which might help her to ease her walking. So why not we innovate something? Okay? Or a simple wheelchair. You will find in cities, you don't find ramps in many places.
True. Yes.
Okay, why not we have a mobile ramp? So all this comes only through observation. So we insist that the children just look around them, observe things, what are the challenges, and for that what we can create. And this, what we have created, this idea, how we can make it as a prototype. They need some mentoring. And what exactly, what technology is required. And then after it is done, it is innovation. From there the other things will start. So first is just look around and observe. So for observation also we need to educate them.
Yes.
You just sit and observe, it's not like that, right?
True.
Okay? So everything which is happening around you, once they are in 5th, 6th grade, they can observe things. They can observe the seasons, what's happening around them, what's happening in their house, what mother is struggling.
True.
Okay? All these you are seeing this kitchen things, kitchen aids, nowadays we see in Amazon and all.
Yes.
Somebody has created that so that it is easy for us to, for our daily functioning.
Yes.
So that is innovation, right? Everything is an innovation. So this is what I feel that we have to create in the students, I mean in the children. They have to observe, which I'm sorry to say that children have forgotten, or I mean the past 2 generations have forgotten observing. They are into their own world of, that race.
Yes. Everyone is following the
They are
rat race
following
of
the
their
rat
life.
race. They
Yes.
stop what's happening around.
Yes, I think observation gives a lot of ideas, and you can enhance your thoughts, you can channelize your ideas in a right path, so that you can have that mission of ideas. So
Yes.
it'll build your ideas, and that'll eventually lead a student, and it helps teachers also to guide them
Yes,
that through.
yes,
Even
yes.
a student comes with a clarity, then teachers will have even more thoughts to put in. So it's give and take.
Exactly. Even we have to learn. Like
Yes.
one of our students, he got first prize, and he created, the serving spoons with coconut shells.
That's great.
Okay.
I have a question on that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what and all. What, like, you can carry on telling that. So,
Yeah. So now, even we didn't know how he, thought about it.
Yes.
So he's from that, South Canara area, Udupi area, where
Yes.
it is a seashore and you have a lot of coconut trees. And
Yes.
every day you are seeing so many that those coconut shells are just, discarded. And then suddenly he got this idea, so why not I create that?
Yes.
Then he created that, and then when he showed to our science teacher, he came up with many more other things which can be done. So it was like a collaboration. So the whole, so we, along with him, another girl also joined together. Then not only one product, they created 3-4 products. Okay, it is as simple as that. Creation is everywhere. And the more the children stop this rote learning thing, they are into actually activity based. They use their hands to learn the concepts. That is where they can, it will aid their observation also.
That's a great example, ma'am. With that, we'll take a short break and we'll come back with even more engaging topics and thoughts. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back to our engaging conversation with Dr. Manorama, ma'am. So, ma'am, talking about all of these guidance that teachers and educators are giving students in school, so you also come up with abundance of challenges. So how do you mitigate those challenges when it comes to entrepreneurship education in school, and what are those major challenges that you have experienced being an educator?
The major challenge according to me is the syllabus is very, very tight, or it's a vast syllabus. To cover the syllabus itself is very challenging.
Yes.
Okay, so that is a time factor, and we don't have that much of knowledgeable teachers available also. There's a scarcity of teachers. We have to be training them for all these sort of things.
Okay.
Okay, because this is something out of the, school means you won't get some education, that's all, right?
Yes.
There ends the whole thing.
Yes.
Okay, this entrepreneurship and all, it is something which is later on.
Yeah.
Then that is the mindset. That's what people think.
Yes.
Why we have to be worried about it? First, let him, pass the 10th grade in good score. Let him get into a good college. This is what the people think. True. And so getting teachers who also have this thought, this entrepreneurship is something which just only if the management thinks it's not enough, even the government thinks it's not enough.
Yes.
Even the people who impart, whom the child every day interacts, the teachers also should be having the same mindset of encouraging. But the major challenge is I think we have to cut down a lot of syllabus and curriculum, I feel. Because a child has got a very tight curriculum, like he has to be in sports, arts, music, the languages, core subjects, and so many things. But this is something very important, right? And we have to squeeze in this also. So that's more challenging. So where we have to cut down unnecessary things and introduce this. So that's the challenge I think we are facing, that according to me.
Yeah, so do you think that we need some changes in the policy, or any government and non-government, both entities needs to collaborate and pitch in for schools to bring in that change?
Actually now, if you see, I think you would have heard about the Niti Ayog and the
Yes.
Atal.
Yes, yes.
So many schools the government has identified and they have started their Atal labs and all.
Yes.
And also they have various schemes where they are encouraging students.
Okay.
Okay, they have this Startup India, these sort of things. And they have given students access to network. Okay, so if the children are coming out with an innovative idea, so there are mentors out there helping them. And then there are, as you said, non-governmental people also in bigger schools, bigger corporate schools or bigger universities like IIT Madras, or we can talk about ISB and all. They have innovative hubs, innovative centers.
Yes.
There, and they welcome.
Yes.
And they have these competitions and all where the children can go and participate and they can showcase their ideas and all. So they mentor them and also bring in investors if something is really good, and also help them to develop a startup, establish a startup. This is being done,
Okay.
but that's not enough.
Yes.
I think it's more and more. They have to expand to more schools. Now, as of now, I think a few schools every year, I think they're covering around 500 schools or something like that. I think that has to expand more and more, which needs definitely funding. Okay, like schools, like middle level schools needs a lot of funding because they don't just allocate funds for these sort of activities in the school. So funds is one challenge.
So yeah, since we have scope in the industry and talent, on another hand, I think it's important for them to have that right amount of support from all 360 degrees,
Exactly,
so that
exactly.
the true talent gets a spotlight and the scope is filled by right candidates.
Exactly.
So that's a wonderful answer, ma'am. So my next question is, some time ago you were telling that a student came up
Yes,
with
yes.
shells and they gave a lot of products. So have you come across any other such ideas, or where students, young achievers, they have come up with any innovations where it has really brought a change? So like it has grown to another level and they have got credential for their innovative ideas. So have you come across such students, ma'am?
I have seen the products, of course, but to the level what you are speaking, I think we all very well know. But one thing which I was amazed was, I was talking about this ramp, right?
Yes.
One student in his younger age only, he actually invented that because he himself is a challenged child.
Okay.
Okay, so he had this difficulty, like whenever he had to get into a building or something like that.
Yes.
So his wheelchair, somebody had to carry the wheelchair and place it inside. So
Yes.
whereas if you go to a Western country, any other countries, you find ramps everywhere for the
Yes.
wheelchair. They are
Yes.
very wheelchair accessible.
Yes.
Okay, so that is when he thought, why not we have a ramp? So he named it as Ramp My City.
Okay.
And now he got funds also. Now he's commercially also he's selling it.
Fantastic.
That is one example I can say. Okay.
Great,
But
yes.
there are many other things which we have heard, of course, if you had heard this Delhi public school in Delhi, they themselves have an innovative cell. So
Yes.
they are helping these children come out with, and not only that, they are also welcoming children from other schools also. For example, if we talk like our school, so our school cannot do so many things as it to lack of funds and other things, right? So if 2 or 3 schools join together, we
Yes.
create a sort of hub.
True, ma'am.
Okay, so there it is a collaborative effort.
Yes.
So definitely these children who have got ideas, they can take advantage of that.
Yeah. So since you're talking about collaboration, ma'am, so have you come across anywhere that schools are, or even your school to that matter, they have collaborated with companies or any entities that are already working in industry, they're well versed and they're established. So have you come across where the students have got first-hand experience in having communication with them, seeing that how the products are being made, they are being marketed? So how, like, are these activities happening in schools?
Yes, of course. See, one thing is that we have workshops and we bring in the people from those companies, and our students are also get to visit those companies and see how the products are made, how it is. No, they also showcase how like start to finish.
Okay.
The end product, how it is done, and also this sort of our students have visited, these garment factories and all. Okay, so right from the first stage to the end product, like the sari or the fabric which comes out, the manufacturing and the marketing, and till it goes to the retail level. Okay, so these things are explained, and they see by their own eyes how all these things take place. Okay, so now we just spoke to them. Okay, so now some of our kids are interested in, I was telling you about fashion designing.
Yes.
So they gave an idea, why not we collaborate with them and get some fabric done, so that we can come out with eco-friendly material for casual dressing and all. Okay, still we are in the talks. Okay, so
Yes.
but I thought that's a very good thing.
Yes, that's a
Okay.
great initiative to start with, ma'am.
Yes.
Because these days sustainable fashion is very much in trend.
Exactly.
So I think students can bring innovative ideas to the table for the future of fashion. I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you very much. Not only the fashion part, and now the temperature is increasing
Yes.
in Bangalore.
Yes.
Okay, so the fashion also should be there, at the same time sustainability also.
Yes.
And also something which actually brings in some money to the local people, local weavers,
Yes. Yes.
these sort of thing also. And it is good for your skin also.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
this is what our children our students are working on.
Great idea.
A very simple factory. It's a very middle level factory, which is near our school. Okay, so we are talking with them.
Yeah, that's like like small steps will always
Yes,
lead
yes.
to bigger ideas.
Exactly.
So with that, we have concluded this interesting conversation with Dr. Manorama. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our guest. We look forward to having many more discussions like this. Feel free to ask us any questions. We would be happy to answer all of them. For more such videos, visit our website www.theenn.com. Don't forget to like, share and comment and subscribe to this video. Thanks for tuning in. This is Pallavi Kulkarni. We'll see you next time.